Hi, welcome to My Thoughts Exactly. I'm Paul Brill, and these are my thoughts exactly. So, I find Baz Luhrmann an interesting guy. And probably one of the most interesting things is he just released this movie called Elvis. I'm sure you've heard of it. But the reason I find it weird is that we're in the middle of this cancel culture, and people have been finding ways to cancel Elvis. I don't. I'm not here to debate that. If you like him, you like him. That's fine. It's weird that Baz Luhrmann, at the height of cancel culture, is going to release this movie that had to cost $1 bajillion to make about someone who's kind of at the core of the counter cancel culture tornado. So to be clear, the movie's awesome. It's phenomenal. It's Baz Luhrmann doing Baz Luhrmann in a way that is unbelievable. The jackass that writes for the Tribune, I forgot his name already because he's irrelevant, he hated it. And the funny thing is, if you read the review, he hated Baz Luhrmann for doing exactly what Baz Luhrmann does. So, let's break it down. Austin Butler is amazing in this movie, truly astonishing. He channels Elvis in a subtle and beautiful way. Tom Hanks is a caricature. Tom Hanks has always been an overrated kind of caricature anyway. In this case, even more so, almost to the point of distraction. Having said that, the rest of the movie is beautiful. One of the things that Luhrmann does is he takes the music and puts his own spins on it, or encourages his music people to adapt it to be what I would call Luhrmann-esque, right? Cinematography is phenomenal. It's deep, it's lush, the cuts are clean, and you don't see things coming until they come, and you're like, oh my God, of course. The costumes are dead nuts. Perfect. If anybody deserves an Academy Award for costumes, it's whoever did the costumes for this movie. Let's take the crazy Elvis jumpsuits out of it. By the way, the jumpsuits were rhinestone for rhinestone. Amazing. Let's remove them, and let's just look at all of the looks of Elvis that had to be recreated so we would connect. I like Elvis. I know that Elvis had a lot of terrible things. He had a lot. I have a really funny story about not getting robbed or stolen from in the Graceland parking lot, which is a story from the 80s. It's a great story. Maybe I'll do it someday. But I know that Elvis was basically not a great person. But I also know that he did good things for people. I love his music because of what it meant to me growing up. Having said all that, the movie doesn't really focus on all of his bad things, which is fine. That's not what Luhrmann does. It celebrates this movie, which, by the way, also a Luhrmann thing, probably 70% fictional, right? Growing up as a kid, I read a ton of Elvis books. I know a lot about Elvis. Much of this book is fictional. It doesn't matter. Most based on a true story are half crap, so this is 70% crap. It's fine. It's so well done. It's something that you should see. It's 2.5 hours long. I saw it in Dolby because with my senior discount, Dolby is the same as a regular ticket. It's 2 hours and 48 minutes. It seemed like it was an hour. It is so perfectly paced, and you're watching. And when you get to the comeback special, you're like, I know what this is. I know what's happening. And when he does Peace in the Valley, it's one of the times in this movie that you find yourself getting a bit verklempt. So, don't listen to the jagoffs who don't like this movie. If you like a beautiful movie, if you like a lush experience, go watch Elvis. Go watch it. We saw it Saturday, like the day after it opened, and it's really a good movie. It really is a good movie. I don't know that Austin Butler is a great actor, or if he's just an amazing Elvis. I hope to see him in something else. See what he can do. He blew me away. Everyone did. except for Tom Hanks. Yeah, everyone who knows me knows I don't like Tom Hanks on any level. Ever since probably the last 20 years, like Philadelphia was great. He did some great work, but mostly I'm not a fan. Anyway, so that's my thought. Go watch Elvis. You'll dig it. You might even go find an old Elvis record and connect to it. It's good music.